Hey there, Libra, and welcome to your week of August 9th, 2021 tarot. We're just going to fly in and see what we got here for your general, for your general vibe cards here, Libra. And once we get a good shuffle going on here, jumping in, Gemini, Christmas here. All right, so we got for you the Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. So the Flamingo Spirit, that's actually interesting. I kind of never noticed this before, but in one of my other Oracle decks here, the Wisdom of the Oracle, there's a flamingo on a card called In Between Worlds. So that's interesting that I just kind of noticed that, but they both mean the same thing. Embrace the in-between. Like you're in between and transitioning between two things here at this time here, Libra, but that doesn't mean you can necessarily go all in on one or the other at the moment. You're kind of in between, and you just kind of got to embrace the fact that sometimes you can't do everything you want to do while you're in that mode, right? Like you want to do like everything you can do in this new place you're going or this new mode you want to be in, but you can't because like you're kind of in between things, and you can't also do all the stuff from the past as well because again you're moving on from that as well. So we got some pop outs for you, but yeah, just embrace that. Just it's okay to be transitioning. Like we all do that in our lives. It's just a matter of knowing that we are limited to some degree with that. So all right, like that. I like that as a start. So let's see what we got for you here. Thank you so much for being here, Libra, and let's see what popped out for you here. All right, so we got the 9 and 10 of Wands came out together. So the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. They're sort of a person that's been hurt. They've built up this wall of wands around them to protect themselves because they're tired of being hurt. They're tired of being on the front lines. They're tired of sort of just being, constantly like let down and beat up, and they're hurt. They're kind of down, but they're not out, right? Like they ain't done yet, right? They're not completely done with everything, but they are hurting. With the 10 of Wands coming out as well, it's saying like you're coming towards the end of something that's caused you a lot of trouble here. You can see with the 10 of Wands, this person's carrying this bundle of sticks, this bundle of wands, and that they're very much, it's very heavy and awkward, and it's causing them a lot of trouble, right? Ideally, those would be all bundled together nice and tight and be a lot easier to transport, but, given the way that they are like that, it's just very difficult to get moving, to get to where they want to go, and it's causing a lot of stresses. So it can cause a lot of stresses, anxieties in your life are coming to an end here, or have ended recently. Feeling just like the way the world's coming off your shoulders. So it seems like we're moving in a good position, like we are transitioning from something. We've got the Tower coming in your present. Now the Tower can be a bad card. A lot of people look at it as a bad card. It doesn't look too terribly good what's going on there, but the way the Tower is, it's like a change that has to happen, right? Something's ending, so something is changing, something that has to change here in your life. Now it can be one of two ways. A way a friend of mine put it to me the other day is the Tower's coming down. You can either be outside the Tower watching it come down and think, wow, man, I'm glad I'm not in there, or you can be in the Tower when it comes down too. So, just really, you can either work with the change or you can not work with the change, right? So it seems like you should be working with the change. It seems like you're trying to work with it at least, right? It's like embrace the fact that you're in the change, right? Like embrace the fact that we should be going with this rather than fighting it tooth and nail. In your future, we got the Hermit card here. So the Hermit is all about climbing to the mountaintop, finding what you want in your life here. So maybe that's the change, the transition that's happening here is you're kind of moving into a position where you know what you want in your life. The Hermit has the star and his lantern there that he shines from the mountaintop to light his way forward. So it's like really saying you have a wish in mind. Do you have a wish in mind? If you do, maybe now, if you do, that's great. If you don't, maybe now's a good time to kind of consider what you might wish for in your life. And the Hermit really uses that to light their way forward. So I'm liking that. The Hermit is kind of lonely on the mountaintop as well, but they know where they're going. from now on. So I like that. So this has led to the Lovers card in your future. We're getting a lot of love here in recently, so I'm liking that as well. The Lovers card is Gemini's card, so you may be dealing with a Gemini. You might have Gemini in your chart. The Hermit card is Virgo's card, so again, you might be dealing with a Virgo, might have Virgo in your chart. Either way, let me know what's going on down below. But the Lovers card is about, you know, a soulmate type person coming into your life, right? So I feel like that's what you're leading to, right? Maybe like you've been going through a lot of tough times here, and it's like maybe some sort of project or something's ended, and it's sort of freed you up so that you can kind of pursue love now, right? Something so that you can go after what you want in your life. You know, I know it's a very real question that a lot of us face is like, you know, if you're on a schedule or you're doing things in your life that things are going really well, do we have time to incorporate another person into our lives, right? Because, you know, that might ruin our rhythm. That might mess things up for us. Is that fair to them, right? To bring them into this. And it's like, I don't really have the time to actually spend it with you. And, you know, maybe that's what's happening is you're having that change where it's like, I do have that time now, or I actually do want this person in my life and can have them in my life. So I'm loving that. That's awesome. This is just a really strong reading. So I'm liking that, Libra. So let's see what we got here for clarifiers for you in just a moment. But before we do, thank you so much for being here, Libra. I appreciate it so much. If you want to help out the channel, there's some pop-outs for you. 2 pop-outs to clarify your 2 pop-outs from earlier. Isn't that nice? But thank you so much for being here, Libra. I appreciate it so much. If you want to help out the channel, there's all sorts of free stuff that only takes a moment to do, like hitting that thumbs up button down below, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, sharing the video, and of course, checking out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos after this one. See what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. Thank you for being here, Libra, and let's see. Well, that was a lot of cards. We're not taking all that. That was half the deck. But thank you so much for being here, Libra, and let's see what we got for you here. All right, so clarifying the 9 of Wands and 10 of Wands, we got the Hanged Man and the King of Wands. So the Hanged Man is taking a new perspective on things, you know, just trying to, you know, look at things in a different light. Maybe this kind of defeat you've been suffering and this weight you've been under is kind of giving you a new perspective. It's like, I really don't want this in my life. I don't want to feel like this anymore. What can I do to change it, right? You know, you might be feeling very lonely, and lonely in such a way that it's not necessarily like, I just want company around, but it's like lonely in love, right? You really, it's like, I want, you know, my person, you know, I'm tired of being alone in that way. So that's nice. The King of Wands says to pursue what you want. And it's pretty rare that the King of Wands doesn't get what they want. And they go after it. They don't care what people think of them. The King of Wands just pursues what they want. Here, you know, cats chase after toys. It doesn't matter what the toy looks like or how it's shaped or what it smells like or anything like that. They go after it, right? They just want to play with it. And they don't care if you're laughing at them or whatever. They just want to have fun, right? So they're not ashamed of things. So I'm liking that. That's awesome. Clarifying the Tower, we got the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is about working hard, right? Working hard, trying to master something. Maybe this transition is like you're trying to master yourself, right? You're trying to find out what you really want in a person, what you need in a person, right? Those kind of things. It could be you're just trying to master yourself. So I'm digging that. That's awesome. Clarifying the Hermit, we got the Knight of Wands coming in here. The Knight of Wands is also someone who pursues what they're passionate about. But with the Knight of Wands, they're very much just taking action, going, and they're moving quickly as well. So I feel like in the future, you're going to be going after this person and taking action, stepping forward, being proactive. Like I talk about, being proactive, like I say, that's at the start of all these videos, is like be positive, proactive, and persistent. It's like the Knight of Wands just goes out and goes after what they want, much like the King of Wands. They're just going, like, do it. Go after these things I want in my life, rather than sitting on your hands and waiting for them to come to you. And lastly, clarifying the Lovers, we got the Ace of Swords. That's fantastic. Ace of Swords is all about overcoming challenges, overcoming the things in your life that are going to be challenging you. And it feels like you with this person are going to be in that mode, right? Once you find your connection, the person you want in your life, they're going to be that person for you. They're going to help you overcome every challenge you face, right? Having that support, having that person that cares about you, having that person that always has your back. So I'm loving that. That's awesome. We're going to tie things off here with a Moonology card and see what we got for you. Thank you for being here, Libra. And let's see what we got for you here. All right. Oh, that was a lot of cards. That was too many cards. That was like 5 or 6, I think. Well, let's see what we got here for you. All right. So for you, oh, geez, new cards that stick together. The end of a tough cycle approaches. What was I telling you about with that 10 of Wands? The weight of the world coming down on you. And this is Capricorn in full moon, or full moon in Capricorn. But just saying, the tough end cycle, the tough of that, boo, if I could talk, that would help. The end of a tough cycle is approaching. Like, this is coming to an end where you're through the worst of it and you're moving into the best, the good times, the person you want, the things that you want in your life. So that is awesome, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. Hopefully this helped you out. If you want to help out the channel, the things you can do only takes a second. Is hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing the video, and of course checking out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you so much for being here, Libra. I hope this helps you out, and I hope to see you in the next video.